Hello everyone, myself Prashant. Hope you all are doing great. We are covering fundamental rights of Indian Constitution, right? And today we will see Article 17 and Article 18 of Indian Constitution, right? So let's begin. So far we have covered Article 1 to Article 16 of Indian Constitution, and today we will see Article 17 and Article 18. So let's move to the next slide. The first pointer in Article 17 says that Article 17 abolishes untouchability and forbids its practice in any form. So it abolishes untouchability, needless to explain, and forbids its practice also, right? Then considering Article 17, Untouchability Act 1955 came into being. So in pursuance, in accordance to this Article 17, Untouchability Act 1955 came, right? Now other points in this Untouchability Act 1955 are that in 1976 this Untouchability Act was amended, right? And thereafter it came to be called as Civil Rights Act 1955. Very important, you need to know that what was the renamed name of this Untouchability Act. Then in this Untouchability Act of 1955 or Civil Rights Act of 1955, if a person is convicted for untouchability, then that person is disqualified from election of MP, Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both, right? Then that person is disqualified for MLC election also, and that person is disqualified for MLA election also, Vidhan Sabha election, right? So this is what it says. Now let's move to the next slide. So what does untouchability includes? What are the kind of activities which are included in this untouchability definition? So according to Constitution, it says that preventing a person from entering into any place of worship. So this will amount to untouchability, right? Then second is that justifying untouchability. If a person is justifying untouchability in any form, then that too amounts to untouchability, right? Then the third activity which is included or which amounts to untouchability is that if a person is preaching untouchability, then that as well will be included in untouchability definition, right? And person can be jailed. Then the other acts which are included in this untouchability are that if denying access to public or private shop, hotels, places of entertainment. So if a person is denied access to any public shop, public hotel, public places of entertainment, and it's not limited to public only, if even if person is denied access to private shop, private hotel, private places of entertainment, so all these will amount to untouchability, right? Then the next point is that insulting a person belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, etc., too will amount to untouchability. So all these activities amounts to untouchability, and if a person is booked under Untouchability Act of 1955, then that person gets jailed, and obviously it's a non-bailable offense, right? Non-bailable offense. Now let's move to the next slide. So we have covered Article 17 of Indian Constitution. Now we will see Article 18 of Indian Constitution. This is an important article. So it says that this article abolishes titles. So Article 17 abolishes untouchability and its practice. Article 18 abolishes titles. Now what are these titles? Further, it explains that this Article 18 prohibits state from conferring any title except military or academic distinction. So the title which are given to any person. So Article 18 says that giving title to person is abolished through the constitution under Article 18. But along with that, Article 18 says that uh, except military or academic distinction. So if a person is getting titles for military role or for academic distinction, then that does not amount to title. So in we see in military that people get titles, right? So that does not amount to title. And in academics also people get this title, right? Like in their name they add a prefix such as doctor. The same way in military we have titles like general. So all these things does not amount to titles. Now let's move to the next slide. So the next point in this Article 18 says that it prohibits citizen of India from accepting any title from any foreign state. So it prohibits citizen of our country to accept any title from any foreign country, right? Then later on it explains that foreigner holding any office of profit or trust under a state can accept title from foreign state only through consent of president. So a foreigner can accept the title, but that should have the consent of president, right? Now let's move to the next slide. Then in Article 18 it also says that no citizen or foreigner holding any office of profit or trust under a state is to accept any present, not title. Here it's not talking about title, here it's talking about any present, any emoluments or any office from or under any foreign state without consent of president. So present, if a foreigner holding any office of profit or trust under a state under Indian government is not allowed to accept any present, emolument or any office from other foreign country, right? But there is exception to that. The exception is that if he is accepting, then that should have consent of president. Here it should be an, then that particular thing should have consent of president. So this is what it says. Now let's move to the next slide. So here there is an interesting point. According to Supreme Court verdict, according to Supreme Court order, national awards do not amount to title. Very very important, right? So Supreme Court has given verdict and clarified that national award do not amount to title. So there are various national awards in our country, right? We know Paramveer Chakra, then we know of Paramveer Chakra is gallantry award. But talking about national award, so national awards are Padma Vibhushan, right? Padma Vibhushan. Then there is this Padma Bhushan, right? Padma Bhushan. Then there is Padma awards, right? So all these awards, all these national awards do not amount to title. So if a person has received Padma Vibhushan, then that particular person can add the prefix of his name, like Padma Vibhushan dash dash dash, whatever is the name of that person. So this is what it means. So this does not amount to title. Even Bharat Ratna, if a person has received Bharat Ratna, if a person has received Bharat Ratna and he's adding that Bharat Ratna at the beginning of his name, that then there is no problem to that. That does not, since that does not amount to title, so people can add. So I guess I have covered all the important points regarding Article 17 and 18 of Indian Constitution. Next, we will cover one of the very important article of Indian Constitution, that is Article 19. That is, we can say in a sense that it's a heart and soul of the Constitution. It's very important article. So we will discuss that article in detail. So thank you for your time. Thank you so much.